Namaskar, friends. I welcome you all to the Hindu editorial analysis on 14th October 2023. Once I read, if all the mothers in the world come together and discuss even the most complicated issue would be ending in no time. So it is time all the mothers of the world coming together and discuss issues so that the problems which are nagging the world now are becoming negligible and end in no time. Friends, I am talking about the small issues blowing out of proportion and becoming a very threatening issue now. Therefore, the first editorial of the day, Balancing Act, gains importance. Friends, I am referring to, and my heart goes to, those people who are asked to flood their territories. The 11 lakhs Palestinians who were asked to vacate from the northern Gaza, for them my sympathy goes out. Friends, Israel as a country must show some restraint. There are 18,000 Indians who have gone there for work, and 85,000 people of Indian origin are living there. The problem is with the terrorist organization which has acted very ruthlessly to destroy the lives of and taking the lives of 1200 people, Israelites. Our objective is to conduct a strike on the terrorist organization which is the Hamas. The objective of Israeli government to see to it that the terror organization is contained and not the Palestinians. There is no relationship between Palestinians and the terrorist organization which call itself Hamas. The objective of a terrorist organization is always to create terror and confusion in the minds of people. That is what Hamas has been very much successful in doing. So, going out and out to contain the Golan Heights and the northern strip of Gaza, where so many people, so many children, and so many innocent people are living, is not good. India must tell Israel that the international law, the international humanitarian law must not be broken. And Israel must act as a global power and a globally responsible power. Just focus on the words or the phrase globally responsible power. Who is a globally responsible power? Those who act responsibly. When we are acting responsibly, we are just trying to contain the root cause of the problem rather than going out and expanding the territory which Israel is doing now. It is not with the objective of expanding its territory Israel is being supported. In 2017, when Israel and America wanted to make Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, India opposed it. India is showing its own example. We have also faced terror since 1947 from our neighbors. We fought a war in 1962 against China. We have been facing terrorism from the neighboring country Pakistan. But we have not become the persons who were just shedding terror on India. We have not ourselves become like them. We have only tried to contain the terror, remaining as a globally responsible power. And now India has gone to Mars, India has marched to moon, and India is progressing as a global superpower. And next, within few years, India will be the third largest economy in the world. Why we have achieved it? We have achieved it because we have tried to follow the principle that the terror is our enemy, not we should be becoming the same like the persons who were trying to undermine our territorial integrity and the power as a nation. We have fought against several kinds of terrorism in India. However, this example of restraint as a global power, India is in a better position to teach Israel now. Since 1992, India is a friend to the countries Israel as well as it is a friend to the Palestinians. Since we are both the friends to Israel and Palestine, India is now positioned in a very big fix. Who to stand by for? It is a great confusion which has arose in the mind of Indian government. So while deciding on the foreign policy on this aspect, we must tell Israel to maintain restraint on this aspect. Because if a restraint is being maintained, this will not blow out of the present situation. Asking 11 lakhs people to leave Gaza Strip, that is the northern strip of Gaza, is not the solution. They are not supporters of Hamas. Hamas is the terrorist organization which we must fight for, not the 11 lakhs innocent people, men and women, the innocent children who are fleeing now. This must stop because this would invite the world attention and God knows what will happen. Therefore, at this stage, make a pause on this policy of invading the territories. Israel must take back its the leap which it has made. It will be forgotten and forever. We understand that several years of historical grievances are there with Israel and Palestine. These historical grievances, we understand that they exist. But whatever be the grievances, historical grievances, it doesn't make sense to take one life. The terrorist organization Hamas, which is taking the lives in the name of historical corrections, should be condemned by all over the world because the world is going against the terrorism and not any kind of any sort of activity. Israel is invading into the territories in the West Bank and building constructions for its citizens. There must be a international interference in this aspect. Taking lives like the 1200 members who have been dead in Israel because of the Hamas attack, that is not the solution. There is a non-violent solution of this issue. The world has by and large faced the non-violence struggles. Even India is the greatest example. We faced the non-violence struggle and won the freedom. South Africa won the freedom through non-violent struggle. So there is a non-violent struggle which wins in every case. That is to be imbibed and followed, rather than going out and out, attacking each and other person. This is not the solution. The world despises it, and people like me are very much sad that this is going on happening. Friends, something related to this topic, I am taking up a war that ends the Israel Saudi normalization process. What this is talking about? For the past several years, Israel has been reaching out to Saudi Arabia and they have entered into some arrangement. Friends, behind the Israel Saudi Arabia ties, there lies the American promise of help of civil nuclear support and supply of mass weapons and ironclad security which US would provide, provided Israel and Saudi Arabia ties are going on. However, the attack of Hamas and the counter attack by the Israeli forces have made Saudi Arabia to rethink on these ties, is what this article is talking about. Now, Saudi Arabia wants to support the Palestinian cause and stand with the Palestinian people. However, Israel has still options if it stops the invasion and discuss the matters with in a roundtable conference and approaches the world to solve its issue. Still, there is a chance that in the Middle East the peace is going to happen. All the world will support this. Even the Middle East countries would support this. Friends, the next article which I am going to discuss is triangular contest. Mizoram is going for elections this November and there is a three-party contest which is going to happen. That is Zoram's People's Movement, which is the opposition, the Indian National Congress, and the Mizo National Front. Mizo National Front has been very much insulated from the forces, the pressurization from the central government. It has supported the neighboring Manipur's cookies and it has also rejected the central government's pressurization to conduct the biometric identification of those people coming from Myanmar. Therefore, it has won the hearts of the Mizo people. However, the speaker has crossed over to the BJP. That is a cause of concern. However, looking at the overall level, Mizo National Front is not having any kind of difficulty winning the elections. Friends, there is an article in the Hindu editorial column by Ziaus Salam saying that the proportional representation of the Muslim community is not happening. In his estimation, there is 20% Muslim population in India. Therefore, there must be 73 MPs from the Muslim community so that it is adequately represented. In the discussion on the Women's Reservation Bill, the MMIM chief Awasuddin Owaisi expressed the concern that in the 33% reservation for women, there must be some quota for the Muslim women also. Currently, there are the three parties who are supporting the Muslim membership of the parliament and assemblies. That is Trinamool Congress, Samajwadi Party, and the Bahujan Samajwadi Party. So, this has to be addressed. The proportional representation of the largest majority religion in India has to happen. Friends, let me conclude with the key takeaways of the day. Friends, to remain as a global power and respect the humanitarian international humanitarian law, Israel must refrain from expanding the territories. Second one is that the ties with Saudi Arabia and Israel, which was going to happen, has halted because of the territorial expansionist measures of the Israel. This should stop. And the third one is that the Mizo National Front, if it sticks to its discipline, it may have a greater chance of winning the Mizoram election. Then the fourth point is the largest minority must get some due in the parliamentary elections and reservation must be provided for them. Friends, let me conclude this with a note that the peace will someday happen in very soon, and take care. Bye. See you.